I'm louder than you, so I'll put us on your side.
I had a meeting at 9.
Look at like you. Your face is better.
Yeah.
Is the hat? Is it throwing it off? What about me?
Does it have the ability to focus on 2 people?
I think I'm probably in focus. We have our friend LYNA back again, and we decided we're gonna do another video now that she's visiting the fam, and we're gonna do, what are we gonna do, in top 10?
We're doing top 10 sneaker of the year.
I figured it would be fun, instead of just me rattling off mine, we have LYNA to share hers as well.
Before we get started, I want to know what your criteria is.
For my top 10?
For top 10, yeah.
It was as simple as one thing. Feelings. Good feelings. It's basically just the stuff that I really liked. And so I wanted to go ahead and run with it. And some of it is more hyped up than others. Some of it's just GR stuff that I really liked. I have a ton of runner-ups that I'll mention once we get to our top 3. Then I'll just rattle off all of the runner-ups that I have, because there's a lot of them. I mean, there's like 13 runner-ups.
Are yours like all shoes that you own, or just shoes that you like in general?
Most of them I own, but some of them, of course, I couldn't get, and so it's just ones I like in general, or ones that I just think that were just special this year, look good. Yeah.
Okay. I'd say number 10 for me would be the LV Air Force Ones. You know, I think that was a super cool collab. I have it as more like an honorable mention. I like all of the colorways, with green being my favorite, but I feel like it could not possibly be any higher up the list than number 10.
Yeah.
Because it's just not within reach, you know?
Yeah,
I've never even seen a real one. The closest thing I got to seeing them was in Vietnam at like, you know, random shops, which are not real. Honestly,
it's not even one for me, I don't even consider them in a top 10. It's just not something like you said, it's unobtainable. It wasn't something that I even had access to be able to buy. It's a super cool release, and it shouldn't take away from that. But it just wasn't something that I consider a top 10 for myself.
Okay, what's your top 10?
Mine 10 spot.
Or your 10.
It goes to 2 orange sneakers, and we're starting off with 2, which is terrible. But shout out to Jen and Paul and John, our collective Korean gang. They reminded us about the lobster dunks, and I was like, dang it, I can't believe I didn't have those on the list yet.
It's because you like orange.
I know, orange, and the lobster dunks are super dope. They have a rich history from concepts in Nike SB land. So really love the concept of it, pun intended. But then, but it's an orange colorway, and it's super fire. So I was like, yes. But the original spot, what I had here was the Nike Lebron 9 Big Bangs, which is not everybody's favorite, but like I love that shoe when it originally came out.
It was the shoe that I feel like was a basketball shoe, but then it got the younger generation wanting to wear it with jeans and shorts and like everyday casual wear. I was one of them.
It definitely had some crossover to lifestyle, right? And so and it's just one of my favorite colorways, and the LeBron 9 model is great. I'm glad they brought him back. I needed my size, so
it's a good week to be a beaver.
Yes, exactly, and that too. Go bees.
Okay, number 9 then?
Yeah.
I guess we'll just go back and forth. Yeah. I have the cherry reds, the 11s as mine. You know, I wasn't crazy about these when they first came out, and I think it's because I love my lows so much. But then the excitement is there when I see the community get excited. Like I'm talking like the OGs, people who have been doing this for so long and love sneakers and love 11s. And 11s just have like a special place in my heart every single year.
It's the holidays.
Yeah,
it's the holidays. We
love
the holidays.
I think the more I look at it, the more I like it.
I think that I'm gonna agree. I like that. It's probably not on my list still, which is crazy. Maybe it's just because I'm sad that I struck out on them the first time around. I feel like they're going to be obtainable this year, though. Like, it seems like they made a lot. Early access is going out all the time for people.
Do you get the early access?
I don't. That's why I'm still buttered about it.
So every time Nike comes out with like, hey, we're dropping so many and so many people are going to get early access and it's super easy to get, I never get them.
I get nothing either. Yeah, so maybe that's why I'm a little salty. My number 9, I'm going with, it's just concepts back to back. I guess it is. The Nike Air Max 1, the concepts pack, like the heavies and they had the mellows. They had a couple, 3 different Air Maxes. They were so cool, and I love the whole like Woodstock vibe on those with the tie-dye, and they had some cool colorways. It's just one of those, and it's an Air Max 1. I know Air Max 1 was really a big push in 2021, not 2022, but it is one that had a lasting impression on myself. So
I can see you wearing that as like something in your pretty common rotation, something easy to slip your feet in. It's
so cool though. There's so much like variety to the colors of the shoes. I like acid wash denim and stuff on them, and really like that one.
Okay. Good to go. You feel comfortable with that?
I am.
Number 8, I'm going to go with Crocs. And I went with Crocs, I think, last year and the year before that as well. But all of the Salehi Crocs are just pretty. Looks aside, I still like that it puts Crocs on the map amongst everyone else who used to be too cool for Crocs.
Yeah.
And I think because of that, I'm now seeing people who would never wear Crocs, 5 years ago saying, hey, I don't care what you guys say, but these things are really comfortable, as in like the regular Crocs.
I totally agree.
So that's what I like.
Soleil Benberry's like been killing it.
Mm-hmm. Every color's a hit.
Yeah.
I don't have any.
You don't. Well, they fit really big for anybody looking to buy them. They fit really, really big. So I have like a 9, and it still fits huge on me. All right, my number 8 is the another LeBron. I guess I'm going back and forth here, but the Nike LeBron 20. I have to give it credit where it's due. In my opinion, it's the best looking LeBron to come out in a long time, and it's a low top model. It has some lifestyle appeal. I think that we just haven't seen a lot of colorways of it yet. We've seen like 3 or 4 colorways of the LeBron 20, but I really do feel like it has a Kobe-esque vibe to it. It really does cater to the next generation, which is what they touted in like their taglines and everything with the LeBron 20.
I've seen like things circulate online with people really liking the LeBron 20s when they first released. I think something like this just doesn't make my list because it's not anything that I would wear or really pay close attention to.
You don't think you wear LeBron 20?
No,
you can try on Harrison's. I think they'll fit you.
We're almost, he's like a size 3 now,
Yeah.
so we're almost caught up. But I think that's what makes our list so fun. I think as we get closer to like the top few, we'll have a lot of similarities. But the ones that you've chosen so far are like so not even on my radar. I admit that. You have so much sneaker knowledge, and mine is like pretty mainstream.
But that's good to know. Hopefully by next year, the LeBron 20 will have some more luster for you.
Probably not.
Maybe they'll have a,
just
a
the
really
8
good colorway.
South Beaches. That's it.
All right, go ahead. Number
7. I'm gonna go with I wasn't sure where to put this on my list, but I knew it needed a top 10 spot. So I'm going to go with the Mambasita Sweet 16s.
That's a good one.
I feel like, it's legacy.
Yeah.
And not when I think of the term legacy, I think of like down the road, generations to come. So it's kind of special that this is, it's Kobe's legacy, and then it ties in with his daughter too, which is obviously an offspring.
Number 7 for myself is going to go to the Joe Freshgoods and New Balance 9060. And the reason why this one specifically, New Balance has been really good this year. And you guys know that some of my content on my channel is sponsored by New Balance, which has been a dream as well. It's been so awesome. But the 9060, it was the first time we saw the 9060 model. Now you can buy them on New Balance's website in really nice colorways and nice materials and everything else. But the fact that Joe Freshgoods was like the first that really brought it to the market, I thought was really cool. They've had some strong collabs with New Balance in the past, and it's something that I love to see. The 90 or 993s or whatever are decent as well.
I thought you'd have that one on your list too.
I have them, but I like these ones a little bit better, I guess. But all of them have been really good, and the Teddy Santis like 990 made in the USA stuff has been amazing as well. I think they've had a really, really strong year. I couldn't do a list without putting a New Balance in the list. Number 7 spot for myself.
It's so hard because it's somewhere on my list and I want to tell you, but I can't tell you. So we'll get to that later. All right, so I'm going to go into my number 6, and some people might think it's ranked really high, but there's reason for it. The Panda Dunks.
Let them know.
The Panda Dunks. All right, let me explain. I feel like I need to explain. So I don't have the Panda Dunks.
You don't?
I don't have them. I actually tried to get them one time and I couldn't get them. One of like the 10 times that they re-released.
50 times.
Yeah, 50 times.
Yeah.
But I think it's like a really good entry-level shoe to get into sneakers.
Yeah.
And I know people shit on them. Can I say shit on
Yeah.
your channel? I know people shit on them all the time because everybody wears them. But at the end of the day, I think it's cool to welcome like new people to whatever you like.
Yeah.
And I think if you're that concerned or if you feel that strongly or that type of way about what someone else is wearing, it's like a personal problem. And so it's kind of become like a running joke of like, oh my gosh, Panda Dunks suck.
Yeah. It's on some people's worst list of the year, which is funny
which is
to me.
crazy
Yeah.
because I have it on my best. I think it's like a better version of dirty Air Force Ones that you see the
It's a
same
better-
demographics wearing, if that makes sense.
It's like an elevated version of Dirty Air Force One.
Yeah, I think it's cool. I think it's cool that it was easy to get and people like it, and that
Yeah.
makes me happy.
I love that because I got the high top versions of them, and I was like super geeked because I've been trying all year and I missed, and then I finally got them on a restock. Got my wife Panda Dunk. She wears them on occasion.
I think Alicia
Doesn't
would
even
look
know
cute
what
in
they're
Panda
called,
Dunks.
but likes them. Got Harrison a pair as well that when he gets a little bit bigger. But it's just one of those colorways. I mean, it's a great colorway first of all. So I definitely, it's a respectable spot on a list. It's not on my top 10, but it's a runner up. For me, I went number 6 spot with the Tom Sachs GPS general purpose shoe. with Nike Craft. Like,
you would pick that shoe.
You know, I got the first one from their website, which is a huge plus. The fact that I got like a pair at retail. And then I wore it for a month, and I was like actually really impressed with the concept behind it. I mean, I liked the idea of the general purpose shoe, just made to be worn everywhere sort of thing. So I took it to Bend, and we went bike riding with them and like just walking around, hiking and everything. And it was just fun to be able to wear. And honestly, I didn't think I'd like it because it has a firm midsole, but it was something that I really was grown to like. And it's something that it's like elevated to an everyday person. It just looks like a regular Nike shoe, but like to a sneakerhead, like they look and they go, oh yeah, he has the Tom Sachs. Like
I think they look really simple, like really simple. Yeah, for lack of a better word, I just think they look really simple. It's not like a memorable shoe for me.
I could see you wearing them. That's the craziest part.
It's not memorable. All right, I'm going into my number 5. I'm breaking rules a little bit on this one and kind of just combining something together the way you did with your number 10. But I think just New Balance in general.
Yeah.
I think this was definitely a big year for New Balance. Again, it's really fun to go. We went to Harrison's basketball game the other day. And I saw like an older gentleman, just like probably a regular dad that might not be into sneakers, had on some New Balances. And in my head, I'm thinking, you know, he's probably been on New Balance for so long. And then people like us are just now really picking it up the last several years.
He bought it for functionality and comfort, not for trend.
But I think it's really fun to see that vibe come through to streetwear and lifestyle as opposed to like the dad chunky shoes.
Yeah.
So I think it was just a really big year for New Balance in general, like with the Joe Fresh Goods and the 990 V3s.
Yeah.
I like them all.
Yeah, awesome.
And
I'm
admit
happy
that
to
I'm
see
new.
it.
I'm like a
so
total
happy to see
newcomer.
it. It's fun to see some New Balance in on your side. For my top 5 spot, I want the Travis Scott Air Jordan 1 Low Mocha colorway. And this one almost...
5?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, this one was off my list, and then I was like, wait, I forgot about those. And part of me was a little bit just butthurt because I didn't get them. And I have the other 2 colorways. And the blue colorway, the fragment one, is by far the best, in my opinion. But this one, I was like, dude, I guess, you know what, they're over $1,000 in my size. It hurts, it stings. I don't have them. I like them. I might do a top 10 sneakers that I wanted this year that I missed. But this is one that I think it deserves a spot in a top 5. It's a nice colorway and it brings some hype to the Air Jordan 1 Low.
I feel like there's excitement in your voice when you talk about it, but then it's like so nonchalant. Like I don't really care about the issue.
Yeah. I'm still sad.
Because you're salty. Okay, that's a good one. Obviously, you can see I'm excited about that pair, so it's somewhere on my list. My number 4 is gonna be the Amamanier 4s. I'm pretty sure that's going to be top 5 for a lot of people. You know, I just think it's a beautiful shoe. I love the details of the inside. It reminds me of like the Don C2s.
Yeah.
I didn't think it would be that purple, I guess. I was thinking maybe like a darker taupey mauve color. But yeah, and I love the way that they rolled them out too. You know, it was on the eve of elections, and I feel like Amamanier always...
I forgot about that.
Yeah, they always do something for the community when it comes to releasing fairly, and just like a cool way of releasing things. So that's definitely my top 4.
I actually agree. We're
the same
top 4 buddies because I have the 4s on my 4 spot as well. 4 for both of us. I think they're great, and I was kind of on the fence because I wanted to make a video, but fear of public scrutiny of making a political video is it's a little too intense out there in this in the climate I guess that we're at. So for me, I was like, no, I can't do it. And plus, I'm just not a political person. Let's just be real. I'm really not. So whatever I say would rub somebody the wrong way. I like the idea and the intent behind what they were doing, though. As long as you have a voice and giving people the chance to voice their opinions, whatever they might be. Besides all of that, though, the colorway is super good. The quality of materials look really nice, even though mine have a scuff on the toe box. I'm super mad. But
where did yours come from?
From them directly.
At least it doesn't have like mold on it.
That's true. I really do like the colorway though, and it definitely made a top 4 for myself. And I'm happy to see that we like our twinsies here.
Our 4s, yeah. I don't have a pair, so.
What?
I
thought you had them.
No, I don't.
Oh.
What did I just get? It was a Lost and Founds that I just got. Way to remind me.
Well, at least you got those, because somebody else didn't get them.
Why is it funny when he doesn't have something?
Sad
okay, my number 3 is kind of a shocker to myself, but I thought long and hard about this. It's going to be the Union Jordan 2s.
What color?
The Bretons, easily. That's actually the only colorway I like. I feel like the wave just was never there, and it was, again, another shoe that people didn't care about. I was probably one of those people.
Yeah.
It was never something where I was like, oh my gosh, these 2s are coming out. I have to get them. And so I think it's really cool to see people wearing 2s in public and wearing 2s out.
I think that's a good one.
I like it.
Hello?
Hi.
Do you want to join us for a
See
minute?
Alicia?
Clean yourself up and come down and join us for part of it. Union 2s are a good one. It's not in my top 10 though, but I do respect your opinion, and that is the thing that I like to say.
And
I
okay,
respect your opinion.
I don't have a pair either, but I think
What?
when I was
that's
somewhere
fair.
the other day, I was at Richie's actually at the office, and they had like a larger pair, and I was telling the boys, if you just cut this pair in half, and it's like LYNA size, it's so cute. I think I need to go on maybe StockX.
My third one is going to go with probably everybody else's number one. It's a Lost and Found Air Jordan 1s. It's a number 3 spot for myself because only because the other two are like a really something I guess closer to what I like. I'm sad I didn't get them. I got them in like I think wife size and kid size, and that's it, or Maddie size.
Do you think
Didn't
that
get
you're
them
gonna
myself.
want to grab them at resale prices
I already have a bid out there on StockX waiting for somebody to snag. I'm waiting hopefully when the
I think
shipments come.
your
through
size
so
is
we get-
like in the 400s, right? It's still
Yeah.
under 500.
Yeah.
It's in the 400s, and then on StockX, by the time you check out, it's like $1,945.
Seriously, right? The fees they're ridiculous. So I'm actively searching for a pair. I'm hoping I can get a pair at retail. The fakes are crazy out there, so be on the lookout. But regardless of all that, like the concept is really good. The box design is really good. Really good job on the product. I think it looks great, and obviously classic colorway. So
Solid number 3. If I was talking to most other people who like sneakers, I would anticipate them putting it at like number 1 or 2. But I know you usually have different choices for your own reasons that I love, and so I appreciate that you have it at number 3. What do I have at number 2, right?
Yep.
Lost and Found Jordan 1s. So I don't even have it as my number 1, and it's because there's another shoe that I think I appreciate more than the Lost and Found ones. And as much as I love the packaging and the nostalgia behind the Lost and Found ones, I find it hard to have another Chicago as a number 1 of the year. Is that you? Maybe they're my shoes. They're my shoes! Man, just when I thought they were my shoes.
It's not. It's something for me, and what a fantastic segue. Because I know it's not my number 2 spot, but this is this was the Kobe's, like from the Adidas side before they renamed them, to the crazy ones, and I got this snakeskin colorway, which is super fire. But my number 2 spot is actually the Nike Kobe 6, the Mamacita Sweet 16. It was like definitely fitting to put it in the top 5, top 3. For me, it was number 2 spot. It's honestly just like I don't know, there's a lot of stuff about that. It makes everybody emotional just even thinking about it. But it's a crazy like happening how they finally ended up releasing that shoe, because there was a lot of rough stuff happening behind the scenes, and then they finally worked it out. And
A
I'd
lot
love to
of
see.
people I know got them at retail too, so that was
That's
pretty
awesome
cool.
too. I did not. It's still on my hit list. I
Is
will
it?
be getting a pair, but it's definitely one of the best pairs in my opinion to release this year.
Yeah, I actually thought that was a pair you had already.
Soon. Before we get into the number 1 spot, can I just go down my gigantic list of runner-ups if I can, because I have probably like a dozen or more.
That's a lot of runner-ups.
It's ridiculous.
That's like
I really had feelings about a lot of these shoes, and they didn't make it into my top.
you have
10.
a lot of feelings. Now that you just clicked on your runner-ups, it's interesting to see your runner-ups because some of them are like one of them is on my
10.
top 10.
Yeah. A couple of them are.
Yeah.
But okay, so
and
we
one
have.
is on my worst list.
Oh no, we have to tell everybody what your worst one is. Okay, so a couple runner-ups for you guys that I have on my list, just rattling them off. We have the Nike Dunk Panalo. I love that one. Lena was on point with that one. The Cheech and Chong from Daisagotic. Those ones, I really love the concept of what they did from an independent brand. Speaking of independent brand, there's the Mischief Everlasting Gob Stompers. They
like
sent me a
those?
pair of those, and I loved ripping the materials off of them. Jimmy Fallon with those ones as well. The Air Jordan 4 Military Black, I feel that's a top 10 contender as well. Great pair. Harrison has them as well.
It's
just
cute
a
on
clean
Harrison.
colorway. Really clean colorway though. Social Status Penny 1 and 2. I love both of those. As an older dude that likes sneakers, and the Penny Foam Pause is one of my favorite shoes of all time.
That's one of my runner-ups too. Nostalgic.
Oh, nice. Very good. Very, very like fitting in my opinion. And they did a great job. They killed it on both of the campaigns for that. Another one nobody probably even knows, the Air Max Sunder SP. I had the OGs of them back in the day with the neoprene upper with the zips.
Yeah, definitely on my
CDGs.
Don't notice list.
Yeah,
that's cool.
I'm pretty sure nobody
But it's
noticed
cool
them.
that there's a reason you like it and it ties into
I love
something
those.
in your
The
life.
OG
you know?
ones were amazing. Yeah, it's super sad that I'll get them eventually. I was hoping that Nike would release a general release pairs this year, but maybe it's happening next year. Moving on, Fire Red 3s, Air Jordan 3s are amazing. Fire Red's OG with a Nike Air on the back. We've been waiting for a decade for those. Then we have the Nike Dunk Low Dornbeckers from Zoe. Sweet Zoe, I love her.
Did you go to the event this last year?
I didn't. I did an
both
interview.
missed it.
I did an interview with them because it was COVID. During COVID, so then I ended up doing a Zoom interview with her, and she was so bright. It was just amazing.
That's sweet.
Then there's also the Air Jordan 5 Low DB as well, and then the Turtle Dove 350 Boost. I just wanted to mention it. I mean, it's nice that they brought him back. It was one that had a lot of hype back in the day, and the fact that they brought him back, I don't know.
I'm going to disagree, but we'll save that for another video.
We'll be doing another video as well for the top 10 worst. So come back and check at the channel if you guys want to see that video with Lena. Then there's the Bart Simpson Nike Dunk Lows. I always wanted the Marges and the Hummers. Now they have the Barts. Another one I missed out on, but I want to get. Attack on Titan. This is the Ultra Boost that was themed after the show. I don't even know the show, but the theme of the shoe I really liked with bait. And then the other last runner-up for myself was the Crocs Pollux, like she said, was on her top 10 and a really good release.
Like if you had to pick two runner-ups that you really struggled with where to place on your list, which two would they be?
The Air Jordan 4 Military Blacks, I really like those. It's just a really clean, wearable colorway, and the quality materials are good on them. And then the second one, believe it or not, it's going to be the Cheech and Chong Dizygotic pair.
The ones that just came out?
They just came out, and nobody really knows Dizygotic. I'm fortunate enough that they've sent me some of the pairs, but I've also talked to them on the phone, and they've done PowerPoints for me to show me the thought process that goes behind what they create, and it's next level for everything.
That's such a good example of having some sort of attachment or like for a shoe when you understand the process, or in this case, the story behind it also. Let me look at your list. I thought the social status pennies, you know, again, it wasn't something I had growing up, but I wanted it growing up. And so for me to see something executed so well and to see the quality, I really like that shoe. Otherwise, I never really paid much attention to the military black 4s until I saw Harrison.
They look so cute with you. I bet they would look good.
And they're so cute. They're like a size 2.
They go with your jacket. They go with your fit right now.
I'm going to go try Harrison's on after this.
Don't take
Let's
them.
do it.
Don't take those kids' shoes. They're probably fit you.
Otherwise, you know, a lot of the shoes that you have, I don't have strong feelings for, except the Turtle Dove.
Not worth sharing?
No, because we're doing another video, you said.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll save it for the top 10 worst. All right, enough. Let's get in. What's your number one?
Reverse Mocha ones. So to hear you say that it almost didn't make your list earlier. I love the colorway. I love that they're lows because I'm pretty short. And so it's something that I would be able to wear all the time and not look short or frumpy. I don't have a pair. It's just executed so perfectly to me. If you were to ask me, like, is there anything you would change about this? I would say no. I think it's just perfect.
That's fair.
So perfect.
For me, I couldn't put it into one just because it's, again, the last year they released 2 colorways or 1 colorway or whatever already. So it's just like a new colorway of an existing model in my mind. My number one is not even on your top 10, but mine is the Aimant Manière Air Jordan 2s, not the 4s, the Airness ones, the 2s. For some reason, there was something about that model that...
Is it the color blocking that the way they executed that?
To me. It's perfect to me. The cracked upper, whatever, of it looks really good, and then the accent colors of the shoe look really good. The wrapped midsole is amazing. It just, when you get them in hand, it was just that moment of like love.
Of love.
Yeah, you get them and you're just like, wow, this like exceeds my expectations for the color blocking, for the materials. You put it on. I put those on absolutely immediately. As soon as I got them in the door, I put them on. It was just such a moment that I had with those.
I really like the colorway, and even when I saw it in person, it made me like it.
Yeah.
So I don't love it, but I
don't have them?
I don't have them. I definitely like them though.
I think it's just a really, the color blocking is great. I mean, it just...
I like the outline.
If there's no story behind it, which there's like a strong like female empowerment like behind that sneaker. Story aside, just the colorway execution was like it left such a lasting impression for me that as I'm even looking through my list, I'm like, I still like this shoe better than that one. I still like this shoe better than that one. And so for me, like it was a number one spot, which is crazy because last year the Aimant Meunier 3s were my number one spot.
That was my number one spot.
Aimant Meunier is
killing it,
crushing it. And the 4s are excellent. Top 5. So 2 of the top 4 sneakers on my countdown go to Aimant Meunier.
You know how impressive it is to be able to keep releasing different silhouettes with the same colorways?
Yeah.
And they execute them all really well. So
yeah.
I wasn't crazy about the ones.
The ones, yeah, I think those were my least favorite out of them. If I had to rank them, it would probably go 3s, 2s, 4s, 1s.
3, 2, 4, 1. I would do 3, 4, 2,
Yeah,
1.
that's fair.
Even though I have the ones. You secured the ones for me.
I did.
In little itty bitty size.
You don't even like them.
No, I do like them. I don't love them. Hey, Leash.
I have a list of these shoes out now that I'm gonna have her just look over all like a bunch of the top 10s, and I'm just gonna have her like make a queue of which ones she likes.
Just like 5 of my favorites.
Yeah. Like which was the one that you go, okay, this is my absolute favorite out of all of them. The number one.
I don't know which one's my absolute favorite. Maybe 1?
Out of everything here, those you like, those ones the best? Dornbecker 5s was her first choice.
I said that she's definitely going to pick based off cuteness. She's ignoring my number 1.
I would say 2.
I was just going to tell
okay.
you
All right, let's
that I
3.
think that's something Alicia's going to pick. I could see you wearing that one.
So she picked the Concepts Air Maxes for number 2. Respect.
3?
Whoa. Those ones are fire. Those ones are the Jackie Robinson Dunks.
Jackie Robinson.
I didn't know much about those, but
They're really cute.
There's a lot of
someone
people
said there's a
love
lot of details on there.
It
Yeah.
looks like it, but you can't really see it.
amazing choices. Okay.
Solid choice.
And then 4. What are we looking at?
I don't know. Hold on.
Oh yeah, no
Yeah,
pressure.
this is we're
off the
asking her
cuff.
to pick within a minute.
Even with the Oregon Duck vibes on that, you're going with Zoe. I love
Listen, you already had your win last week.
it. But Zoe,
Is that an Oregon Duck shoe?
it is. But remember Zoe? I remember talking to you about Zoe.
Can't change your mind.
Okay.
She is amazing, and she's going to be a nurse.
Oh,
So-
then
How
I like
perfect. How
that.
perfect.
I like that.
And it has nurse wings with the duck
Oh,
wings.
that's
A lot of
really,
you guys
that's
probably
actually
know, but
really,
Alicia's
really
a nurse.
cute. That's really cute, actually.
Yeah. Zoe is going
So
to...
you're
then-
basically supporting ducks.
I
Yeah.
hope Zoe sees this.
But not really. And then 5 is gonna be wait.
Wait for it.
She picked a hype shoe, guys.
Lost
Is that
and
a
found
hype shoe?
ones.
It's quite a hype shoe.
You earned your wings.
Yay!
I wonder if
They just came in yesterday.
I don't know if they'll fit you though.
How big are they?
6.5, I think.
Yeah.
Right?
In kids?
Yeah? Is that wrong?
Maybe.
It's 6. 6 in kids.
You can
Oh,
wear like
look
3
at
pairs of
it.
socks, Leash. Finally just got mine, and I have them sent to your house today. So
Yeah.
hopefully
Should
they
I
come.
wear them today? Can you lace them up?
I can lace them.
They're pretty sweet. Wait,
That's why
which
it's lost
color
and
lace
found.
would you go? I know which color I would go.
White.
I like the lighter look.
I would do black.
You
but
do black.
You do white. So
White?
I think Lena has better taste than me.
Yeah.
Look, this
I'll do white.
you see how it's cracked and stuff?
Yeah.
It's supposed to look like it's lost like
Lost,
from
and then they
85
found
and then found.
Oh.
Cool.
And
huh?
then the box.
Looks fun.
Like it's not like a
Look at the
perfect
I
box.
just
match.
like this part.
Look at the powdery
is
powdery
really
bottom.
cute.
The powdery bottoms and stuff.
Powdery buttons. Yeah, this does look like an old box.
I can't believe you chose them. And I had them upstairs. I was like, oh, dude, I gotta go grab them.
This was perfect that you picked these.
Do you always
Of
get
course.
them though because your size is so small?
No, a lot of times I don't get them, and then sometimes my size being small. Hey, Chloe. Sometimes my size being small makes it hard to find
them?
for cheaper because
Oh.
they don't make a lot of them.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching the video and stuff. See you guys. Come back and watch the top 10 worst coming soon to
You gonna
a
lace these puppies up?
channel
Yeah.
here. See you guys.
Bye.
I'm so jealous. Look at how good they look. Not fair. No fair.
I'm cool now.